Communities in Schools has been a United Way agency for 18 years. Many people don't understand how many children there are in Comal County who need some help to be able to be successful in school. Their home lives may be so chaotic that no one even communicates with them about their school situation. They don't have a place to do homework. They don't have the supplies they need to get it accomplished. And Communities in Schools is there to help those kids in whatever way so that we can ensure they're successful. We follow their grades online. We help them to know what missing assignments are there and how we might be able to help them get those accomplished. We communicate with the teachers to ensure that they're keeping up with their work. We're very excited about a new part of our programming that we've added to our basic Communities in Schools work, and that is to focus on our juniors and seniors in high school and help them move to career or college or training after high school. So the program that we're providing called Project Success also helps these kids to make a plan for college or trade school, whatever their interests and activity levels will fall into, and then follow them in that pattern. So what has happened is that those kids that are participating in that program have all graduated from high school. 100% of the seniors that we're working with closely have graduated successfully. Our goal is to ensure that every single child we touch is successful, not only in school, but in life. United Way funds help us to achieve that goal.
At CASA, we advocate for abused and neglected children in the court system by recruiting, training, and supporting community volunteers. Thanks to the United Way, in 2012 we were able to serve 146 children in Comal County with 108 volunteers.
I've been a volunteer now for 3 years and just finished a case. The mother is a 29-year-old single mother of 3. And in one of the visits I was with her and I said, okay, can you do me a favor? Can you stand up? So she stood up and I said, look down and what do you see? She looked, I see my feet. How many are there? Well, there's 2. So you can stand on your own 2 feet then. And it clicked. She went out and got all of her training. She didn't have a high school diploma, but we got her GED. I took the kids to her GED graduation. When the case ended, I walked out of the courtroom with the mother and I said, okay, now we're out of your hair. And she looked at me and she said, but hopefully not out of my life.
United Way's funding helps us keep these clinic doors open. You know, here at Volunteers in Medicine, we say we serve our neighbors in need. Volunteers in Medicine basically serves uninsured residents of Comal County and New Braunfels. And in our county, we have about 25,000 people without health insurance. There's really a gap in people who are covered. There are people who are covered by government funds, and there are people who are covered by their own private insurance. But then there's this whole large group of people who they don't have either one of those. Volunteers in Medicine helps those people who would otherwise fall through the cracks. Volunteers in Medicine provides primary medical and dental care. What we say is we want to be the medical home for our patients. We want to be their doctor. We want to be their dentist to help them with their everyday medical needs. And all of the care that we provide in-house at the clinic is completely free, no charge to the patients. Recently, we received a letter from one of our patients, and at the end of the letter, they said, a condition like I had snowballed into total despair, but you provided a ray of hope in what seemed like a desperate situation. And really, if you ask me what Volunteers in Medicine is in the business of doing, it's just that. We provide hope. Kids Club is a tutoring and mentoring program for at-risk elementary students, grades 1 through 5. And what we do with these kids is we bring them in, they have a healthy snack that they start out with, a little free play, and then they go into their classrooms and work with tutors and mentors to study, to do their homework, really to make academic progress. And then they have a chapel time where they hear the Word of God, get to celebrate, sing, hear some good lessons on good character, and then they are served a healthy meal at the end of the day. Let me tell you one story about one particular child, and I'm just going to call him John. That's not his real name, but John came into Kids Club, and we had heard from the school that he had some pretty significant behavior problems. We had a number of volunteers who really surrounded him and just poured into his life, worked with him, were patient with him. And we were at an event here at Kids Club, and our chairman of the board was there and just was looking out at all the kids. And he leaned over to one volunteer and said, "You know, we will never know the difference we made in these kids' lives." And she said, "You know what, sir? You may be right, but I know the difference we made in that little boy's life."